Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is or night, wherever you are in this world. It is my sincere wish and intention that you be well, whole, and lacking in absolutely nothing. This is MA Truth, and today is August 28th. It is a Sunday, the last Sunday of the month, and also the day after the new moon. As usual, I have been musing over what's going on in our atmosphere and watching with deep concern regarding our fellow humans and how we treat each other. I can start with the Supreme Court's ruling to pretty much just gut punch Roe versus Wade. Bottom line is, no human being has the right to tell another what they are to do with their bodies. Politics does not belong in the medical office. Politics need to stop altogether. With regards to women's rights, we have every right to do what we damn well want to do when we want to do it, as a man would. Think about it, ladies. If it was up to men, would nobody be born, because they can't handle the pain. They weren't created to do that. No man has the right to tell any woman, any family, what they should do with an unforeseen pregnancy. Pregnancy comes with great risk, health issues for the mother, and in many instances for that embryo, that child, who may come into the world with significant birth defects. Why would you want to bring a child into the world with challenges like that? Politicians, are you going to help pay for that child's care? What about, and I know many of you have heard about that 10-year-old young girl who was raped by a family member, if I remember correctly, and they wanted to force her to have to carry that child to term. Why? The one who impregnated her needs to be in prison. How about that? Because they are such cowards. You would take advantage of a baby, pretty much. 10 years old. She don't know shit about no sex. You raped her. You took her virginity. You violated violently. And then you want that to come to term. I think every person that is forced to carry a baby to term that they don't want to bring to term, have it. Have that child. Take that child to your state legislatures, those who voted for this bullshit, to uphold it and to enforce these ridiculous draconian laws. Put it on their doorstep. You take care of it. You wanted it. You take care of it. These people who holler that right to life and all this other stuff. Right, everybody has a right to life. Those that are living have a right to choose whether or not they want to bring another living being into this chaos and confusion and this hatred. Who would want to do that, since you care so much about life? I don't see anybody rushing to adopt these babies, these children that are already in foster care. Ain't nobody rushing to take care of them. Nobody's rushing to put any more money in the coffers to the families that do provide shelter for these children. I'm just saying. Another thing that I've been musing about. These idiots wanting to go to the moon. Why are you so fascinated with going to the moon or to Mars? New adventures. We want to see what's up there. We want if there's water there. You don't take care of the water you got here on planet Earth. Politicians, once again, and for those who follow these idiots, you don't want to take care of what you're already standing on, terra firma. You don't want to enact laws and make legislation where we're not destroying what we already are on. Our waters are polluted. Our land is depleted. Sickness is rampant in this country because it's overworked. You've poisoned it with your chemicals. You're poisoning the populations with your chemicals because you want money. You want to get rich at the expense of everybody else. You're dummies. I pray you never make it for any length of time to go to any other universe and cause mayhem and confusion there. Because you can't take care of the shit that's down here. All that money spent on that should be invested right here. EARTH, planet Earth. Put that money into cleaning up our rivers, our lakes, our oceans. Invest that money into technology to improve the everyday lives of each and every one of us. Why you want to go to the moon? And the very ones that want to go are the very ones that cause the most confusion, chaos. Just saying. And then, of course, the other issue that I have mused over is 45. Here's an individual who has done everything, including butt fuck the USA, with his disrespect of our armed services, of the women of this country. He has disrespected the people of this country, of this land, of the world. He don't like nobody unless it's something to benefit him. And yet he walks around like little Lord Fauntleroy, king of his hill, still committing crimes, still being let off the hook. I get so... I love the news and I hate the news all at the same time. And I know it's an oxymoron, but it is a love-hate relationship. Because you watch these shows and nobody likes what the man has done. The arm of the law is so very slow to move against him. If that was anybody, if that was Joe or Josephine, six-pack, they've been under the jail. He spreads lies. He spreads rumors. He makes shit up in his own little mind. And people follow him like a dog after a bone. Why? Why won't anybody take the time to think this shit through? I'm just saying. These are the things that I think about. And of course, being the average Josephine six-pack, I have no influence. I, as an individual, I can't make any changes to the laws. If I could, he would be in jail. He would be serving time because he has definitely, without a doubt, done damage to this country on so many levels. Why you think he had all that secret stuff over there in Mar-a-Lago? That bastard was getting ready to sell it. If he hasn't already sold a lot of the information I bet you $1 to a donut that he was trying to market those secrets, that documentation, which he wrongfully took, and that let him keep that shit for months. Months. Why? He's a man. He puts on his pants one leg at a time. Like any other man. He's nobody special. Or is he? In my book, he's a special ass. Like it, don't like it, lump it, whatever. Don't email me or call me with no crap about what I'm saying. This is my opinion, and I am entitled to it, just like anyone else. I think the man is a thief. From all the evidence that's been brought forth thus far, I can say with certainty that he is a thief. And without any doubt, he is a pathological liar. Why would you want to follow someone like that? Why? Think about it. And that's why I have this little podcast, because I want people to think. Think for yourselves. Look at the evidence before you. Figure it out. And you'll see where so much wrong, so much corruption. I would like to see our young people, our 20, our 30, our 40-year-olds step up to the plate, participate in your government, participate. Change this shit around. Because what these old farts are doing is killing off the younger generation. We can't have that. We can't have that. We can't have men, old white men, and one black fool in the Supreme Court telling women what to do with their bodies. We can't have that. And we need the laws on the books to be enforced. We are told constantly, no one is above the law. Apparently, that is not the case. There are many who act as if they are above the law because they're not in jail for their crimes against humanity. They're not in jail for the crimes against the state. When we see that happening, then we can say that justice, rings true. Statue of Liberty stands there with scales in her hand and a blindfold on. Justice is supposed to be blind. Is that Statue of Liberty? No. That's Justice, who stands with the scales and the blindfold on. Justice is blind, supposed to be. Land of the free, home of the brave. That's a lie. The brave ones are not stepping up. And none of us are free. You can buy into that bullshit if you want to. We're not free people. When we see a change, and change with consistency, then maybe we can entertain that thought. In the meantime, stay out of my PUSSY. And I pray with all that is within me that you don't make it to the moon, to Mars, or anywhere else to defile those planets and that moon, that satellite. You don't deserve to be there, rich man, politician. You don't. Until you fix what's happening here on the earth, you don't need to take your BS nowhere else. You don't. And for those that are representatives of the law, then uphold the law. Do what is right. Hold people accountable. You're quick to make the common man pay his dues or her dues for whatever crimes they may have committed. It's time to bring those at the top down, because they do not deserve to be there. They're not representative of the masses. They're not representatives of the majority. They bought their ways in. They've stayed in power because of popularity and name familiarity. But they bring nothing to the table for the common man. I'm saying to everyday folk, it's time to raise yourselves up. These are not special people that are sit in the seats of power. At one time, they sat at their kitchen table just like you do. Now they're rich as cream. And we have allowed it to be so. Young people, please. Step up. Take your rightful place. Turn this ship around. So, with that being said, again, it is my intention to wish only the best for all. And it is my intention to help you to think. I'm here to help you to think. There's a brother called Dane Calloway, beautiful historian. And on his show, he says, I'm just here to make you think. Right. Just here to make you think. Have a great day. This is M.A. Truth. I'm out.